All right, so I wanted to just make this quick video so that you could uh, maybe feel better about doing some virtual instruction here using Canvas. So the main thing that I want to tell everybody is that all that you need to do is completely on Canvas. You shouldn't need any other materials. You shouldn't need any other programs. Canvas is it. So if when you log on to do your virtual instruction, you're able to get the Canvas on your computer, your phone, your iPad. Is all that needs to happen. I want to show you some helpful things for you to make this easier on you, because that's really my whole objective. When we're doing virtual instruction, make it as easy and straightforward as possible. So the first thing I want to show you is right up here at the top of the Canvas page. It says Physical Science Virtual Learning Lesson Plans. I'm going to leave this at the top, all right, of our Modules tab. So everything, when you log on to Physical Science, you should hit Modules right away. What this is a list of everything that we're going to be doing over the days that we have instruction. So how about I just click on it here quickly to show you. So if I click on the link, I'll open it in a new tab, you'll get to this Google Doc, all right? And I have planned out lessons from today, or from this Thursday and Friday, skipping spring break all the way to the 3rd and the 4th of April. All right, if we get to that point and we're still doing virtual instruction the next week, we haven't come back together yet, you'll see that this has been updated and that the days that have already been taught, I will highlight in yellow because they've already been done. And so this is an easy way for you to see what's coming up and what's already happened and what you're going to be doing in a given day. Now, one thing I want to show you about this is that if you look at the date, I put 2 days. So here, for example, for this week is Thursday the 19th and Friday the 20th. The reason I did that is because I have physical science classes on both day ones and day twos. Now, you're only really supposed to have to act, uh, access my Canvas and do digital learning activities on the day that you normally would have had class. So, for example, my day one classes would have been this Thursday the 19th, and my seventh period would have been the 19th and the 20th. So, because of that, everything that will be due for me is due on the last date here. So anything from this lesson is due on the 20th, or anything that's due from this lesson is due on the 31st. You will see that reflected if I go back to the Modules tab in Canvas on the assignments. If you look at this assignment, you'll see it's due March 20th, and the exit slip March 20th. All right. So look here first. It will remain at the top here. Then how all of my modules will be laid out. All right. I will publish all of my modules the Monday for each coming week of virtual instruction. So this Thursday and Friday's lesson is published right here. We won't have any instruction next week because that is spring break. And the week after on Monday, you will see the lessons all published down here. Now they will all be formatted the same. There's going to be an agenda tab. This is going to tell you what you need to do that day. So for Thursday and Friday, it says watch Newton's third law video, read Newton's third law CK12 page. 3. Complete Newton's third law worksheet number 2 and submit as a file upload to Canvas. And 4. Complete the exit slip Canvas quiz number 1. So that's just a really quick, in case you didn't want to go back to the lesson plans and scroll down of what you needed to do. Then I put out first the direction instruction pieces. So each day you'll have to watch something or read something for the direction instruction. So I have the CK12 reading next, all right, and it has some embedded videos too. For those of you that prefer video, I also have video notes. The video is linked here. So look at those first. Always look at the direction instruction pieces first, the reading or the video. Then I have something to do to practice. This is Newton's third law worksheet 2. So you can open it in Notability, and then this you're going to submit back to Canvas so I can give you feedback. So the practice is for me to give you feedback on. For me to say, hey, look at number 2, or I like what you talked about in responding to the critical thinking question, but have you thought about this? It's so that we can have a dialogue, even virtually, and you can get some help from me. Also, for each module, there would be an exit slip or a mini quiz. All right, these ones are for me for formative. For me to say you should be able to answer these questions at the end of this lesson. All right, going through and answering right, getting right and wrong answers so that you can go back in the material I've provided and you can help yourself to fix your mistakes or ask me questions so that you know you're ready to move on to the next module. If you score well on your exit slip, that means that you've done a good job with what was in that module and self-check off you're ready to move on to the next one when it's published. If you don't do so well on this exit slip, you need to go back and then you need to look at the reading of the video notes, look at your practice some more, maybe ask me some questions. You are not ready to go on to the next lesson. So, some of you will be finishing lessons at different rates. I will only publish the modules for that week, so you can't go faster than what's available that week. Some of you might be able to finish all the modules for that week in a very short period of time. Others of you will take the whole week to finish all the modules, and that's how they're created. They're created so it takes you the week that normally we would have in class. But I'm just trying to build in through the exit slip and through the practice ways to have feedback, ways for you to know where you're at and what you need to do to improve. All right. The other thing that I want to mention is that sometimes I might have you use the Canvas discussions or the Canvas collaborations tab. All right. Before I have you do that in a lesson, I will make a video such as this so that you know exactly what you're expected to do and how to use those functions in Canvas. I'm not going to talk about them now because it'll make this get way too long. But before I have you do that the first time, I will go through and I will help you in a video like this how to open the discussion or a collaboration, what you need to do for that lesson specifically so that you have a better chance of success. All right. Lastly, the last thing that I want to mention is I am available during the normal school day, 8:30 to 4, and I will respond to if you send me an email, if you see, well, actually, I know they have the inbox here in Canvas. I would much prefer I will be able to get back to you sooner if you just email me through my email. So remember that my email is my last name, Moe at Verona dot dot dot, you know the rest. So I would prefer you email me questions, or if you want to get a hold of me, I will check my email much more frequently than this. If you email me really between 8:30 a.m. and 4 p.m., I will probably get back to you within an hour between that time. I mean, if you mail me outside that time, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But if it's between 8:30 and 4, it will be within an hour. All right. Also, specifically between 9 and 11 is when I have what's called office hours. What this means is that I will be particularly available to uh, get on a phone call with you, to chat with you online through the chat here in Canvas or in Google. I'm particularly directly available during those times to help out with your learning needs. But I think that's all I want to mention right now. Please expect to hear from me in the coming days, and don't hesitate to ask me anything. Use that email because we're all working on this together. Right? Thanks.